The meeting is now open. To receive, item 1 is to receive apologies for absence. I understand.
Well, just to let you know that the meeting's being recorded through audio and video.
So we have apologies from Councillor Ware. Councillor Watson. Councillor Woodhouse.
Brown. Secondly, to receive declarations of interest and requests for dispensations in the normal way. Given what we're discussing now, I don't think it's likely that any of us will have a peculiar interest. Item 3, public speaking and question time. Did either member of the public wish to speak?
That's a good question.
Yeah, let's start.
As we move into thinking about the elections next year, can you provide an update as to where we are with the Parish Council website and a timeline for it actually going live?
So the Parish Council website is going to be looked at. Councillor Page did offer a design, but it failed on Association 10. So we need to look at Plan B, and we are to have a meeting about that promptly.
Can I come back and say that's taken a ridiculous amount of time to deliver?
Noted.
And also at the last council meeting, I'm still within my 3 minutes,
You
at the
are.
last council meeting, it was stated that the reasons for the failure would be passed across to the councillor to see if he could rectify the problem inside, because it's probably only a settings issue more than anything else. Has that been done?
I cannot get hold of Richard Page, I'm afraid. He's
So
not
the
answering
answer
my
is
phone
no.
because I cannot communicate with him. But thank you.
Can I correct that statement? The reason for that was referred to in the meeting was shared with all councillors on distribution following the meeting and is in all our domain. So it's being worked on.
Okay, so effectively we have no timeline for something.
No, we do.
Thank you, Council.
No, we do have a timeline, which is April next year. Otherwise, we fail.
Yeah, it will be done.
We will fail.
Yeah, no, it will be done.
But the internal auditor knows we are making inroads because of Councillor Page's work. So we're grateful to him for that.
Thank you. Anything else from members of the public? No. Thank you. Chairman's announcements. The only thing I want to state very briefly is that the main purpose of this meeting is to deal with the AGAR, which we'll come to in a minute. Can I point out to everybody that the purpose of an AGAR is to ensure that the accounts are properly done and that the payments that have taken place, the ways funds have been spent, have been adequately and correctly approved by the council. That's the principal reason for the AGAR. That's all I'm going to say at this stage. Item 5, Councillor Winfield, would you like to say something?
Yes, the document was distributed, so I think that what I've said in my documentation really actually asks for others to respond. I put forward my position and my belief and understanding as to why certain of the assertions should be answered no and not yes. So I would be interested now to hear what response there is from my fellow councillors now that they are in receipt.
Anyone want to make a comment? Okay, we will move on. To consider and approve Section 1, the annual governance statement, the annual governance of the
I have an amendment to raise.
Sorry, just
I have an amendment to raise to the motion.
what have you not finished?
No, I'm going to
sorry,
be
carry
raising
on.
an amendment to the motion. You need to put the motion and then I'll raise my amendment.
What's
We
the
need to put a
motion?
motion. What motion?
Your putting something to the council to consider now.
Sorry, forgive me, are you still on your original item
Are you on
5
item 5 of the agenda?
or item 6?
Or are we moving on to the
I
A?
just want to check. Which is it? Are you on the item 5 or item 6?
The assertions 1 to 10. So I think that's item 6.
Right, so I'm just going through it. I'm going introducing item 6 to consider and approve section 1 of the annual governance statement of the annual governance and accountability return, the AGAR 43, for the year ended 31st of March 2026, which we should all have a copy of.
Right, so
And for the, 1 minute please, and for the avoidance of doubt, the first item is we have put in place arrangements for effective financial management during the year for the preparation of the accounting statements. The answer to that is yes, because we have. 2, we maintained an adequate system of internal control, including measures designed to prevent and detect fraud and corruption and reduce its effectiveness. We have done that. We have assured ourselves that there are no matters of actual or potential non-compliance with laws, regulations and proper practices that could have a significant, a significant financial effect on the ability of this authority to conduct its business or manage its finances. The answer to that is yes. We provided proper opportunity in the year for the exercise of public rights, which we did. Item 5 we did not complete, which is why it says no. 6, we maintained throughout the year an adequate and effective system of internal audit of the accounting records and control systems. We did, therefore it's yes. Item 7, we didn't do something, so it's no. We considered whether any litigation, liabilities, commitments, events, transactions occurring either during or after the year end have a financial impact on this authority, and where appropriate to include them in the accounting statements. There is no such thing. The answer is therefore yes. For local councils, only trust funds including charitable, in our capacity as the sole managing trustee, we discharged our accountancy responsibilities for the funds and assets, including financial reporting, and if required, independent examination audit, which it does require. Yes, we have done that. Item 10, which is assertion 10, we have got no for.
Mr. Chair, I did actually report and inform you that I wanted to put an amendment to this particular item, and that was that we actually considered each of the assertions.
I've just been through the assertions. I've actually done exactly what you said and explained what we've done and what it says.
Can I raise a point of order to
Yes.
clarify the situation? Thank you for your note, Councillor Winfield. I would like to understand under what part of standing orders you believe you have the right to change the agenda. Can you clarify, please?
I'm not changing the agenda. I'm actually proposing an amendment to the motion, which is that rather than voting on the 10 together, that we actually look at each of the 10
For
separately.
clarification, this is not a motion to the council that councillors bring. This is a resolution of business of the councillor's agenda item as set by the chair.
It's not subject to change. But I've actually specifically gone through it to make it quite clear to everybody what we are voting on.
So just for clarification, I presented my paper. I've given everybody an opportunity to understand why I believe that some of our assertions should be answered no and not yes. Nobody in the room has wanted to counter any of the points that I have made.
I've specifically said that all the yeses are yeses, haven't I? I've been through them one by one.
And has council debated each of those separately?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. You've already looked at Councillor Winfield's, but on item 4, and she withdrew it, item 5. So what's the point? What are we talking about now? We're talking about something that's there, you put the proposal forward, and surely we should vote on it.
As far as I'm concerned, I can't see any reason why not to. So I oppose it.
Can I just make a statement in terms of signing the document in terms of the annual governance statement? I think it's important to reflect on the internal auditor's report and comments, which is supportive of the annual governance statement. Therefore, we have professional input from the internal auditor, so I support that we sign the governance statement as laid out to council.
I second that.
If I may, as I explained at our meeting on the 3rd of June, the internal auditor is looking for the presence of systems not drilling down into whether those systems have
That is
effectively-
incorrect. I'm sorry, that is not how an internal auditor works, having been present each time an internal audit comes. I can assure you, he drills down very carefully to how you check things specifically.
Okay, then I would like to return to items 1 to 10, and I would like to have them.
So would I. All those in favour of approving section 1 of
Section
the
2.
section 1 of the AGAR. All those against, please. Thank you. That is resolved. We will move on to the next item. To consider and approve section 2 of the accounting statement of the annual balance and accountability return, the AGAR Form 3 for the year ended 31st March 2026. The figures have been through, as pointed out a minute ago, through internal audit. We have never had the slightest, remotest suggestion that the figures that we present are incorrect. Not ever. I have no suggestion from anybody that they are incorrect this time.
If we are voting on section 2, the accounting statements,
Yes.
as I said at our meeting on the 3rd of June, and I voted in favour of this, that my concern is not in any way related to the financial accounting of the council.
Fine, so it should be no problem. All those in favour of approving section 2? Thank you. The next item on the agenda is to adopt.
Oh, I said it.
We need to get it passed. It's passed. It's just been done.
Okay, but the wording.
It's the nothing to do with
Okay.
it.
You're the proper
The next
officer.
item
If you
is
think
this.
something's not right, you should say.
If you want this through, if you want this.
I've read out the entire title. You have
Okay,
voted on
okay.
it. It's done.
So
Finished. Thank you.
Seconded it.
Let us move on. Item 8.
Wait, hold on. Who seconded it?
I did.
This is really important, Bob. It really is.
Sorry.
And
I thought we did that.
Richard seconded it.
Yeah.
For the first
Okay,
bit.
good.
All
The
for
first.
the first bit, and then Claire for the
Mm.
next. And for the
Have
second.
you corrected? First, the vote.
For the second, and all in favour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, may I? I think that we do need to recognise that Miss Whitney is our proper officer and she has the legal obligation to speak out if she doesn't think that things are correct. So I would like to hear Miss Whitney.
But it is correct. Yeah, it is correct. I just wanted to say that the full wording which Mia has recorded for the purpose of recording correctly in the minutes. So that's fine.
And you're happy?
I'm satisfied. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
fine.
Thank you. Item 8, to adopt the SPC IT policy. Officer of the circular. Has anyone got any comments on it this time? We did it briefly before. Anyone? Yes, Councillor Howell.
I would be supportive of approving this as an interim IT policy on the basis that we follow up on sections 8 and 9 as discussed at the last full council to beef up the wording of removal of personal email use.
Yeah, I agree.
I can help in input, for example, recognising a period of time for personal use if you're a new councillor to then be excluded, or a transition period, but all council business should be done on council email. I say that because of the elections coming up, there will be a transition period with public requiring any new councillors. So I'm supportive, but on the basis that it is refined for the email piece.
Yeah, I mean, don't we have to change our email addresses anyway, so that's why I told it as
Not
well.
the website package.
But surely we can do our email addresses before then.
It's hand in hand, but yeah, we're going to get it sorted.
Councillor Winslow.
I am aware that one of the members of the council has stopped using his email account, and I have heard that he is asking that emails are sent to his personal account. Perhaps Councillor Jones might verify that.
I can verify it, yeah. It doesn't pick, if you want to pick anything up, you have to send it to his home address. We had this conversation, Bjorn and I, a lot of times. And it's a bit of a problem. He won't use it. I don't know why, but he won't. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to talk to him again this week, like something nothing to do with the council. I'll have a word with him now again.
Yeah, so we will update these to say that.
Yeah, change that.
Yeah.
What sort of?
I will speak to him.
You speak to him as well. No, just
That's not a matter for this meeting, is it? Can we carry on?
yeah.
Can I have someone propose these as the interim IT boxes for the council? Councillor Bartle, Councillor Pearson, seconded. Those in favour, please. Resolved. Thank you. Item 9, planning reference. Discuss the Shrivenham Golf Club proposal. Councillor Bartle.
No, it's Councillor Howell.
That's good. Councillor Howell. Yes, it is. Sorry.
I take it everybody's had the chance to read the proposed communication. By way of background, the planning committee met last week to discuss this. The latest situation for everybody to be aware of is the planning inquiry or public inquiry relating to the golf course will be held in the second half of September. We have until the 7th of July to make comments to the planning inspectorate by the gov.uk portal. We felt as a committee it was important to notify all interested parties of this key issue because emotions have run higher with this for understandable reasons. So we're putting this out to be shared as widely and publicly as possible to inform everybody of their ability to make comments. I think the proposed communication is carefully drafted because those comments need to be relevant to planning guidance. It can be a summary or reiteration of previous comments people have made, but we feel it's appropriate to reiterate and make as much noise and input as public comments for the planning inquiry to consider. I will be bringing a specific comment for this parish council to the next full council meeting on the 1st of July for submission, and we'll make that publicly available. But in the meantime, wanted to get this out so that people can consider making their comments in the heat wave. If they're shut away indoors, they can make their comments made to the link in the communication. So I would propose this is shared on our public media vehicles as soon as possible and ask people to share and distribute accordingly.
You're going to write something out for the clerk to put on the.
I would just share this,
What you do,
and then if people can share then from the parish council website on the various forums.
Okay.
I just realised something. Okay.
Any other comments on that? I assume most of us are in favour of responding to that. Absolutely. So,
Excuse me. As a member of the village, could we have some guidance as to how best to respond?
Without leading the witness, it's sort of the key subjects are in the note here,
Okay.
and it
So
could be,
those notes are going to be online.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
I need to be careful in terms of
Fine.
the key topics are in the communication.
Super. Yeah. Thank you.
there is a key requirement which we should put on the agenda. I apologise for not doing, which is we have to, having approved the ACAR, we have to approve the dates for public rights.
Point of order, Mr Chair, this is not on the agenda.
No, exactly. So what we need to do is,
However, we can now consider this at this point.
It's enough support.
As a moment, this is just for
Sorry,
You
sorry, we do not have to approve this, it has already been approved at the last council
can't
meeting.
start.
Yes.
Okay.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
The rest are not.
Point of order, we did approve this at our last meeting, however, these things need to be done in a precise way. So the earlier vote,
But you can do it in a meeting, though, Claire. You
Yeah.
can. As long as the chair proposes, then he gets a second, and there's a majority to then do it. But I just wanted to check my phone. Is that okay? Because I just want to double check.
you're doing a great job,
Yeah,
genuinely.
I'm trying to.
The draft minutes of the meeting of the whatever date of June it
Yeah.
was, says we discussed this and approved it on the 1st of July. But it's
Sorry.
But
required.
that was when we thought we were going to approve it, but we didn't.
If you want to reapprove it in the purpose of this meeting,
Yeah, just to
but
be
we
safe.
have already done it.
I would just be safe, because they're all here. And that's personally my advice, but I mean, that's what I'm advising you.
And we're taking the advice of our proper officer.
So let me just double check this.
Agenda item.
So we just know
Is
over
there the correct order, and don't shake your head, Simon, because our proper officer is advising this.
So you say, I propose that we add an additional agenda item. That's what you need to say.
I propose that we add an additional agenda item to consider the publication of rights for the AGAR. Is the council content to include this
I'll second
item
that
on the
proposal.
agenda? Yes, Councillor Winfield seconds it.
And Barton.
And I propose it. Those in favour of adding the agenda? Thank you. Right. I just want confirmation that because we have done it, we have approved the AGAR today. My understanding is there is a set timetable that starts tomorrow for 6 weeks. It's actually a published requirement, isn't it?
And I'll give it.
So all we're saying is it is 6 weeks with effect from today, as in, because tomorrow's a working day. It is from the 25th of June, 6 weeks.
No.
May I, you can't give notice today, the day the decision is made, you can give notice tomorrow, and therefore the
It's
period
true,
cannot
it is true.
start
That's
until
the
the
next
day
step.
after.
Thank you. It's
It's the 25th.
it's
It is
the
the
25th.
Yeah.
We'll publish it on
25th, so it will start on the 26th.
the 26th of
Lovely,
June.
thank you.
I'm sorry, can I clarify, point of
Okay.
order, can I clarify please?
Yes.
We passed a resolution at the last meeting on the AGAR under a separate agenda item to publicly go through voters' rights in the period from the 1st of July to the middle of August. Under our standing orders, we cannot bring anything to the council to change that decision, and so I'm struggling, and if we're even, I was going with it in terms of if we're using the same dates, but we cannot propose different dates that would be agreed only a couple of weeks.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, it is the case that it is a laid down procedure
Yeah.
in the actually published that from the date when we did it, we thought the AGAR was going to be passed and therefore it was going to go through. Because that is invalid because it didn't. As a result, the AGAR had just been passed, and there is a requirement then, the following day, quite rightly pointed out by Councillor Winfield, is the day when we announce the public rights, and they start from the following day for 6 weeks, and the date has to include the 1st and the 10th of July, which it will.
If I may, Mr Chair, my recollection is that the starting on the 26th was the date that we actually previously looked at, so I don't think that we're changing the dates. I think that we had taken into account, my recollection, we would need to check the minutes and the tape, but I believe that we did say we would start on the 26th.
Okay, good. Well, that's good.
And that, therefore, it encompasses the first 10 working days of July
Oh yes, so there is a
and thereafter.
Perfect.
So I'm content
I just want to be done
to
in
second those dates.
At which point, I propose that we do publish our rights as of 26th, 6 weeks. Could I have a second vote, please?
I'll second that.
Councillor Winfield, those in favour, please. resolved.
I abstain. Can you hear that? I abstain.
Are there any agenda items for the next meeting?
Yes, please, Mr. Chair. I forwarded some information to Lisa about EV charging and some developments that may be coming on.
I know that I was already in possession of that.
Fantastic. I'll cross that off then because obviously it'll be part of in light of correspondence from Councillor Page, who has said he will not be attending any meetings other than the monthly meetings, may we consider our next meeting, may we consider actually asking whether Councillor Page might stand down and allow us to elect a fifth member to that vital personnel committee.
Oh, right. We don't have any personnel meetings from now until Wednesday. He's going to be here on Wednesday.
So he is attending personnel
So
meetings.
he's on the personnel committee because he's voted in, but the next full council meeting is on Wednesday. We don't have any personnel meetings until, well, I don't know the next personnel meeting, so I haven't called for one.